Good evening, sir.
Good evening, Ravinder. How are you doing today?
I'm fine, sir. How are you?
How's your health, Ravinder?
Okay, no problem. Everything is going better.
You remember the term that I taught you for a blocked nose?
Which term, sir?
I taught you a term when you said that your nose was blocked. I taught you a term for that.
No,
No,
I didn't remember, but I can find.
it was called nasal congestion.
Yeah,
Congested. Have you ever heard the word congested? If too many people are sitting in one place, that place becomes congested.
yeah.
You might have heard this one. Or sometimes in a traffic jam is also called traffic congestion, right?
Yeah.
So things are blocked, right? The passage, the free flow of resources or material or anything. In your case, air.
Congestion.
Yeah. So congested, the word congestion comes from congested. So it will
Okay.
be a little bit easier for you to remember. And nasal means related to your nose.
Nose. Yeah, I got it. Now I can remember.
So you can breathe easily now. I hope that your nasal congestion has alleviated. It has,
Yeah, there is
decreased.
no problem. In this time, I am fully, not fully, but 80-90% okay. No problem.
You can breathe easy.
Because you know very well today is Sunday and every Sunday I went for a walk. I go for a walk
Exactly.
usually,
Every you go for a walk. Yes.
and uh, yes, I did my uh, what is this? Then I completely I did my schedule.
Mhm.
I did complete my schedule, or I did enough.
I went through my schedule or I completed my schedule. Both of them are correct.
Okay,
But not I did. You don't do a schedule.
okay.
Okay. I completed or I went through.
I completed my schedule.
Okay.
Okay, and today is the first day when I uh, first time a fast.
You observed a fast today.
Yeah,
Okay.
today in first time.
Any special reason for the same?
Same weight gain.
Okay.
In Ayurveda, one therapy is available. That is, if a person get one uh, fast in a week, then stomach is good.
Okay. Mhm.
Stomach
Your
works good.
No, your stomach will be good. Your stomach will operate or function properly.
Yeah.
You could.
Due to this reason, I did this, and
So this fast, what do you do? Like, is it a complete fast? Like you don't eat anything at all, or do you eat like fresh fruits and nuts and those kind of things?
complete fast. Only
But I
what?
are
Only
eating something right now.
only water.
I can see you are eating something right now.
No, nothing. Before this session, when
Uh,
we did not connect,
mhm.
then I was eating some mungfali.
So how is it a fast? You said complete fast. So you
Yeah,
are
the
eating
fast started yesterday, 7 p.m. and it's over today.
okay. It is now ended now. All right.
Yeah,
You completed your fast. All right. So what is mungfali called in English?
mungfali,
Mhm.
peanut.
Yes, you're eating peanuts, right? Roasted peanuts or fried peanuts? Which is your preference?
No, with the chilka peanuts. मतलब क्या ये peanut chilka.
Roasted only. These would be roasted. When you open them, they are very very crispy.
Yeah,
Uh,
roasted. We can say roasted.
yeah, because generally when people sell it, like hawkers of peanuts, when they sell it, they take it into a large vessel. They add a lot of sand, and in that sand, it is kind of fried, right? That is how
Yes.
it is prepared. Those are roasted peanuts only.
But according to my knowledge, many, not many, very less number of people know how to do that process.
Yeah, that's true. At house, it is a little more complicated because in our houses we don't have sand. We don't put sand into our pots and vessels,
Yeah,
right? But those shopkeepers they use sand.
yeah,
No, rape. They fry it,
yeah, yeah.
right? That is how it becomes so crispy.
Today,
Otherwise, the taste is completely different. Yeah,
today
go.
everything was little bit different. I went in market for few groceries with my wife, and you know very well I did not eat in from morning, and I went in the market around 2:30,
Okay.
and I was hungry at that time, and she told me she was also hungry.
Mm.
So she was thinking if we went for groceries, then because usually whenever we go,
Mhm.
whenever we went,
Whenever we go,
we always eat some spicy, some
some
uh,
street food.
yeah. Uh, but today something different. Today was something different.
Mhm.
I went with her, and I told her she can eat whatever she want, and
Want,
she whatever she
wants.
wants. Yeah, whatever she wants. And she told me if you eat, then I can eat.
Women always do that. It's
Yeah,
kind of a parodied cliche about women that they will order some food, but they will want you to share. They will want you to partake first. They will
yeah,
not eat on their own.
yeah.
If you say I'm not hungry, then they will also put it aside. No, I am also not hungry. I also don't want
It is very difficult to order something
to. Hmm.
because there is no proper decision. She did not make. I also. Decision making is a different, not different, difficult process at that time because you know very well I'm not agree with that food because today is my first day with fast,
Hmm.
and she she did not agree with alone make eating food with alone.
Okay. Eating food with alone, or
Yeah,
do you want to correct it?
yeah,
How would you correct it? Eating food with alone?
eating food with alone. She did not want eat food without me.
That is okay, but if you have to use alone only, so you don't need the preposition with. Eating food alone, simply alone. No with, no to, no on, no preposition.
Okay, okay, yeah, yeah. She
You can say it in
did
a different way. You can say by herself. You can say on her own. Okay. Instead of
her
saying
own.
alone, you can say by herself or on her own.
Yeah,
Okay.
on her own.
But if you want to use alone, then no preposition. Just
Okay. She did not eat food alone.
she did not wish to consume food alone, right? She
Okay.
needed company.
I was thinking for last few days,
Okay.
why not I have to make a tuition with the tutor offline classes for only English grammar.
Okay.
No, uh, the reason is this.
Hmm.
I am a slow learner,
Okay.
and I am a lazy person also.
Hmm.
Due to these, I did not have proper time also. If I went for a tuition for an hour,
Hmm.
then chances are high I will be learn grammar slowly after a few months.
Okay.
Without I already when I meet with that teacher, then I will tell her first day. I did not have time to reading any type of content in home.
Okay.
Any if you want to remember something to me, then you have to uh, prepare everything at this place.
I don't follow. Can you repeat it once more? Can you explain it one more time?
I didn't follow.
That means I did not understand.
Okay, okay. I will tell her or him. I I do not have time
Okay.
at home for preparation.
Hmm.
So in future, whenever I will come for tuition, then you have to uh, teach me only this way. If you think I मुझे याद करना पड़ेगा तो
Hmm.
मैं नहीं याद करूंगा मेरे घर पे टाइम नहीं है मेरे पास
Okay.
then
Okay.
that
Now,
should मुझे याद करवाना पड़ेगा वो क्या होती है कैसे बोलेंगे चीजों को
if
याद
you
करना
want me to retain something,
या रिटेन रिटेन मीन्स याद करना
retain means to remember. Yes.
रिटेन आई थिंक
If
आई
you
नीड
want me
वर्ड
something, or if you want me to memorize something, you can also use the word memorize.
memorize if you want to memorize me
If you
something
want me to memorize something,
okay if you want me
me
memorize
to
me
memorize.
to memorize something
Hmm.
then only one option for that
Hmm.
only on that particular time on tuition
Okay. Then we'll have to do it during sessions.
yeah
Basically, you can't give me any homework. Okay, I'll not do any self work.
yeah
If you are not ready to do any self work, so your progress will be very slow. Okay, because in every session there is every class that you take, you are a teacher yourself, you understand the value of self work, right? Yeah, whatever you cannot, if you want to retain a lesson, you can't simply rely upon the classes. You have to learn in the class, you have to come back, you have to revise it, you have to solve a few questions and answers, you have to quiz yourself, and then only you will be able to retain, right?
yes
So, if your condition is that I will not do any homework, then your learning process will be very slow.
but sir if I start a tuition and I have a 1 hour time, then I can memorize everything on that particular 1 hour. I
Yeah,
actually, sir, you know very well my age is more than a student, according
mhm,
to a student,
right.
and I know my problem. I am a slow learner. Then because uh, if a teacher with me every time uh, show like a punishment, show like a stick, याद कर लो नहीं तो डंडा लगेगा.
You will not be treated in the same manner as little kids. I'm sure. You are a full grown adult. So there will be a certain amount of decorum that will be observed while dealing with you. Okay. The manner of teaching will be quite different. But what I am saying is, if you can devote 1 hour each day for sessions, for tuitions, you have to go someplace. Traveling will also take a little bit of time. Then you spend 1 hour there. Why can't you spend 1 hour by yourself improving your grammar at home? Why not buy a nice book of grammar, go through it, solve question and answers, go through, like, devote 1 hour every day to just learning grammar. Okay, you are already learning grammar while in the sessions here with me. Okay, I'm constantly correcting your grammar all of the time, and your usage of tenses has improved significantly. Earlier you used to be very confused where you have to use the simple present tense, where you have to use the past tense. Now you are getting a clue. Okay,
Yeah.
now sometimes you are a little bit unsure, but generally you arrive at the right answer by yourself. So that means the conceptualization is there, right? You have formed a concept of where to use past tense, where to use present tense. Okay, this is the foundation of grammar. If you nail this, other things are simpler than this. Okay, the progress will be more or less, like, it will not demand a lot from you. Okay, it will not be that laborious of a journey. So if you can stay at home and if you can devote 1 hour every day to grammar with a good book and with some assistance from Google, like
Okay.
solving, take one thing per day. Okay, take some, like, solve 20-25 questions of tense one day, like fill in the blanks questions, very easy to find on Google. There are
Yeah.
so many websites, okay, that will give you quizzes, okay,
Yeah.
exercises. So one day do it with tense, the other day do it with articles, other day do it with active passive voices, other day you do it with, no, take a book of grammar, look at the contents. Okay, in the book of grammar also there will be a lot of, you know uh, exercises. Solve the exercise in the book first, additional exercises go to the internet, right? You
Yes.
remember I told you about a very simple book called Oxford English Grammar. I think I told you it is a very simple book. It's a, like, most of the content is written in Hindi. Okay,
Yes.
and it is a 60 rupees, 70 rupees book only. In
Okay.
my place, no, state board students use it to learn the basics of English grammar. Okay, buy
Okay.
that book. It's a very, like, simple investment. It's almost nothing. It's a negligible amount of money,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
70 rupees is nothing for a book. It's a decent book. You will
Yeah.
find instructions in Hindi, so it will
Yeah.
not be very difficult for you to read also.
Yes. Yes.
You read a chapter, you solve some exercises, go to Google, write down the chapter's name. Okay, suppose it is articles. Write down articles, write down
Yeah.
exercises, go to 2 or 3 websites, solve a few exercises, check yourself, you know, how you are doing your performance, you
Yes.
answer. So this, I think this approach will be much more suitable, but it
Yes.
requires a certain self-discipline
Yes,
from
sir.
your. Okay, if you give somebody else some money, then you will be compelled to go there. But if you have to do it yourself, then you will probably skip it some days. You will not want to do it. I don't want to do, so you'll skip. So
Yeah.
that is a matter of self-discipline.
Yeah.
So
You
I
are
don't
right.
think that you really require a grammar instructor when you are already, learning grammar and diction and pronunciation, everything on this platform along with me. So I don't think it is necessary for a person in your position to have a English tutor just for grammar, because that part you can work on it yourself. Speaking is the most difficult thing. Learning grammar is easy.
Yeah.
You can do it by yourself. A lot of people do it by themselves.
Grammar is easy. Yeah, you are right. Last many days, sometimes I repeat these words. There is no need of grammar, but when when I face some typical situation,
Okay.
actually, day before yesterday, I already told you that a student came with complaint.
Hmm.
That time I started with English because the principal asked some questions in English. Due to this, I answered him in English. few
Tell me
lines.
one question that the principal asked.
Principal asked me, "Sir, this is your student of ninth class. He has a com- complaint against you.
Hmm.
He told you about he did not took his he
He
did
did
not
not.
take his doubts
Okay.
in the
You did
class."
not go through his doubts.
Yeah,
Okay.
and his question is, I refused his doubt. He asked to me, but I refused.
Okay. So how
But
did
I
you answer the question?
that
Like,
time I was little bit surprised because this is not only first time. Actually, this is a second time situation when some
no,
students.
I
Uh,
understand. I understand the situation. Okay. All I'm trying to assess is how many grammatical mistakes you made. So let us do a role playing exercise. I'm the principal. Okay. And you are obviously yourself. You are
yeah,
the math teacher. So I ask you, Ravinder, sir, no, this student is complaining that he asked you about a few doubts, he inquired about a few doubts in your classroom, and you did not deal with them properly. You did not pay attention to any of his doubts. You did not clarify, give him any clarification on these doubts. So answer me.
sir. Uh, in this time, how I can perform like that same place?
Why not in this?
Because that time I was little bit surprised and uh, I did not have right answer also.
Okay. But still, because it has already happened, you can tell me what answer you give, more or less.
Okay. Then first I asked the student how many number of doubts he asked to me
Okay.
and how many I refuse and
Okay.
uh, how many times this is repeated.
Okay.
This is repeated means it's the first time when I refused him or it's the second, third time I refused.
Hmm.
How
So
many
it
times he came for
hmm.
doubts and I refuse.
Okay.
And
So
this is the first time when he came and not in front of me, directly to you,
principal.
directly to you. And this is not the right thing. He never came with his doubts in front of me. He
Hmm.
should uh, came to me and asked me,
Hmm.
and if he
So the
did not.
only problem in this answer was the last portion. Like every other part, the grammar was more or less correct. Only the last portion, you should have said like, you should have come to me. Okay, you should came to me. That is wrong. You should have come to me personally and asked me for clarification.
Yes.
Right? So this is the only thing. So your grammar is not very off. It's just a little bit missing pieces here and there.
Okay.
Anything else?
No, but little bit. I did not.
Because of anxiety, because of pressure, you might have made a few more mistakes there.
I did not know how to deal these kinds of answers.
Hmm.
When a principal asks this type of question in this type of situation, when a student come with this problem, teacher did not take doubts. When
Without my doubts.
teacher is very clear, I I am very clear with my students, with my subject also. I am
Hmm.
very worthy person
Okay.
because I never take. a chance for complaints. I never मैं कभी छोड़ता ही नहीं
Okay.
कि कोई कंप्लेन करे because for that I मैं कभी छोड़ता नहीं. How I can say this?
You can say that a complicated way of saying this would be that I leave no stone unturned. I do my level best
Yeah,
always.
I do my level best.
And I leave generally, I try not to leave any room for complaint.
Yeah,
Okay.
could you repeat this line?
I try not to leave any room for complaint.
I